magnetic communication is a real asset in both your personal and professional life. In fact, professionally, I have always been a little shy with patients, not as compassionate as I should be. And speaking with them, it just gave me the love terms and the Maximilian aspects of my personality to show touching, loving sensations and even smells and ways of touching and talking to people that have really improved my relationships with both staff and my patients. And being a physical therapist, these sensations of touch and smell and how you speak have made a drastic improvement on my patients' progress. And I've gotten a few of them walking much better than ever.
Hi, I'm Stacey O'Brien, and I'm an author and a biologist. This whole class, this whole seminar workshop has helped me to prepare for a launch I'm about to do, where I'm going to be having to do a lot of publicity. For me, the reptilian brain stuff that we learned has helped me to claim space and to ground my energy more, to slow down, to use words that have impact and power, and to have my energy such that I'm claiming more space. So I'm quite surprised at how good it is. It's just how complete the work is and how so much research has gone into this, from science to different philosophies. I'm enjoying every moment of it. I've been telling my friends that they need to sign up for this because no matter how high up they are, whether one of them is a CEO of a large company, a symphony, no matter where you are, you can get something from this that's going to enhance your entire image, your career, your relationships, whether it's with your kids, your husband, your spouse, or your manager or your employees. It's gonna help you to present yourself in a much more powerful way and yet maintain that feminine edge that we have and that we do not have to suppress in order to be powerful.
Hello, my name is Regina, and I'm a manager. I think I took 3 or 4 courses with Luba, and all of them they're very addictive. You get something from each course all the time, different things from different course, and you understand there's something inside of you that you never knew existed, and she just brings it out, and you become who you are. For example, I became more feminine. I know the feeling of being masculine and being feminine. I could recognize when my masculine comes out. I understood that I'm capable of creating my own business, and I'm capable to stand on my 2 feet, and I don't need anyone else to help me. I definitely apply them to my clients, like to not to take their problems to my heart. It's their problems, not my problem. That's how I apply the course.
Hello, my name is Karen, and I am a makeup artist. It had taught me more focus and basically how to not procrastinate. So it teaches NLP and words that actually inspire and create excitement. So I definitely recommend this course. It is eye-opening. It definitely will give you insight into the opposite sex and how they are operating, and to find out if their heart is open for a relationship or not. So yeah, I definitely recommend this course. I love it, and I think you will love it too.
Luba has been amazing and such a mentor and so much wisdom that all of this information is just so new and I don't know, so juicy. And I just really appreciate having all of this. I feel like it's, kind of something that maybe I've been searching for and just didn't even know that it was out there. Feeling more empowered every day about how I show up in the world. And so, whether it be in my interactions with other people, friends or family, or whether it be as my coaching business with my clients, I feel safe. And so then I think that that helps to create safety in the container that I'm working with, whether it be a client or, whether it be a loved one. So yes, it's been extremely powerful for me just today as a result of the last class and really focusing on all of the senses and, the things that we're feeling and touching and tasting and getting more aware of textures and just sense and bringing more of that into my coaching. I just had an opportunity to use some of that with a client today. And I didn't know that this was going to be coming in, but it came in really, it was very powerful. And I used a couple of other tools that helped to get us to this other place. And one of the tools was, flipping a coin and getting her to recognize, which side of the feeling that she was focusing on felt the best. And so one of the feelings that she had that was coming up was a feeling of lack of freedom. And so then the opposite of that, not having freedom, feeling stuck, the opposite of that was feeling um, courage. And so then I took her through an exercise of, what does that feeling of being stuck, what does it feel like? What does it taste like? What is the tone? What is the scent? What is, so bringing all of that into it. And then asking her what the opposite was. And that was when she got to the courage. And I said, well, let's go there. What does courage feel like? And what is the tone? And what does it smell like? And what are you doing? What are you feeling? What are you touching? What are you tasting? And I've used that before in other ways, like for manifesting, but I've never really used it in a way for it to now create like a new it's almost like creating a new synapse in her brain. So instead of her focusing on all of those more negative thoughts that always seem to come up and kind of derail her, now she's got a tool that she can use to, stop and recognize when those thoughts are maybe being disempowering, to now finding a way to empower herself to get to a better place. And so um, the transformation that I saw with her, and I've been working with her for quite some time. And so every session has been really beautiful and really transformational. But today, something was a little bit different. Like it really felt like it sat with her really nicely. And that it really felt like it was something that was now concrete for her, that she can take out there and do for herself when she's feeling a certain way. And she even I always send like a little bit of a follow-up text, so I gave her like a whole bunch of stuff, kind of reiterating some of the things that we had come up with. And I call it comfort work. And so sent her a text, and maybe about an hour later, she said, "I just feel so grateful and so blessed." So it was just really sweet. Like it really felt like, yes, this is really huge, and something that I will, now that I've worked with it, will be able to continue to cultivate. Luba and magnetic communication has been life altering for me with my interactions with my family and also in my coaching career. Magnetic communication.
And I actually see changes not only in myself, but in how people respond, because obviously I'm sharing in a different way than I have in the past. And so that's been really, really well for me. In addition to that, I also sense the freedom for myself, and it's opened me up to have more possibilities, be more confident, be clear, more clear, investigate a lot more about what I want and what I don't want. So those things have been huge for me. I'm excited about the newfound naturalness of femininity. Magnetic communication is definitely a course that I would recommend to anyone, specifically women who are professional, do a lot of rigorous stuff in their professional world where you don't get a chance to just be free and be feminine. Magnetic communication is absolutely the course for you. So I recommend that um, any woman who has interest in expanding their relationships professionally or personally take magnetic communications. However, those who are in a professional environment where you have to sometimes be both the boss, the man, the woman, all of the things, this course will definitely help balance that out for you.
Yeah, hello. My name is Blossom Bamboo. I am an author and a feminine embodiment coach. I have been in the magnetic communications course with Luba Evans, coaching for more than 2 months now. And before this program, I was having problems with confidently putting myself out there as to what I can bring to groups and to centers. And since I've been started with the program, I have secured myself a class slot and a workshop. So it has really helped me improve my confidence, and it has improved my confidence in speaking and getting my message across clearly and achieving my goals. Communication is the key to any successful endeavor, connection, relationship, and magnetic communication has really helped me in attracting more of what I want. And it's also taken the concept of NLP, and it's just deepened it for me. It's made it more my own. It's coming from my own loins and heart and mind, and I'm feeling very embodied with magnetic communication, that I can communicate from my whole being, not just my head. Magnetic communication is a place for anyone who wants to up-level their game in business and personal life. The magnetic communication certification course is phenomenal in the way that it addresses all of the different layers from which we communicate and how they all work cohesively, interdependently together, creating results that we've never seen before in our lives, in our business, and in our homes.
I just feel so blessed to be a part of her program. It's been absolutely life-changing. I recently had an interview a few days ago and used some of her techniques in the interview and really impressed them. So she really encourages us to, in many different facets, but it really helped. And I have a second interview today, so I'm super grateful for that. Luba has a really different approach. I've had other mentors, other counselors. She has this knack of so she gets to know you personally and then getting right to the heart of the matter and all these creative solutions. Like, she has a wealth of information. I wish every woman had Luba, personally, every woman on earth. I feel so blessed. I feel like I have been given this gift, literally, and she's changed my life. She's changed my communication style. She's taught me how to be feminine, how to open up my heart, how to speak directly. So she's taught us keywords to use, which is absolutely amazing. First of all, she teaches you what isn't working in your life. And I took that very seriously, what she taught. And one of the things that wasn't working was a previous job. And so, we kind of talked about that a bit. And I came to realize after what Luba taught me that it was not a right fit. And I left. And, I prayed about it. I saw her counsel. And in leaving immediately after, I had other structures that she taught me, other forms of business. And the next day, I made as much as, if not more, on my own. She also has business classes that she teaches, separate classes as well, on building businesses. And I've used the techniques from those classes. And so That was the first thing that I did, a huge jump, leaving this secure job to go out on my own business that I had taken another seminar from her. And the very next day and every day since, I've made as much as I made at that job. And yesterday I made almost 5 times the amount. And it's only been just, I would say, 6 to 7 weeks since I left. So life-changing in and of itself. So I'm self-employed. I'm doing what I love. It's just absolutely incredible. And I credit that to Luba's teaching. Luba has a very unique approach to all of her classes. Every class, I feel like our mouths are just wide open with her suggestions. And they're meant not only for the group, but for each one of us as she watches and gets to know us. So it's really insightful. Luba is brilliant. If you have the opportunity to meet with her, please take it. It is life-changing. My goal as a woman who supports other women, I wish every single woman on earth had her and had the opportunity to join her course. I love her. She's changed my life. She's very giving, very bright, and so knowledgeable. And I feel so, so, so blessed to be a part of her program. She includes techniques for each brain and personality type and how that builds into our heart in communication style. She even works on us on breathing. So stop, pause, breathe. Our words have value. And so I think so many of us as professional women are rushed. We want to get everything said all at once. And she's also taught the power of sitting back, pausing, using our words deliberately. And it's been absolutely life-changing for me. Life-changing. In a matter of 6 weeks, I have my own business. I'm working my own business, and I made almost yesterday 5 times the amount that I made 6 weeks ago at a job. So I have freedom. I'm sitting here during the week at 10 a.m. having the freedom to have a conversation, and I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Magnetic communication. I just want to tell Luba that I love her and that I'm so grateful. And she is just this wise teacher and my friend and someone that I've grown to love and respect. And I cannot thank you enough for your wisdom and guidance. And thank you. You've changed my life. I love you so much.
To be able to embody that state of power, fearlessness, looking at things that you are my prey, and that this is what I claim, and to tap into that at a deeper level was very impactful. It gave me a more of a power presence of my energy, that I am just as important or valuable in that space, and not in a defensive or threatening way, but just in a way that it's really okay for me to own what I feel as well, or what I'm doing. For an individual like myself, who's more of a nurturer and a giver, taking care of, and tends to lose some of that self. So that was a good blend for me. Luba is amazing and provides for us very unique practices, very unique experiences that you don't find, and to apply it in real, encounters and situations with others in communication. Magnetic communications has provided vocabulary for us to be able to step up certain words and throw out just not adjectives, but just some powerful words that we can use in conversations. Wild and exciting, and I'm drawing a blank on some of these amazing words that we are provided to really enlighten a conversation, make it more fun and spicy. So I would suggest to a friend that just by using a couple of words, it would kind of change that course of a flat conversation. Through body language is where you can begin before anything comes out of your mouth. and communicating particular gestures and postures. We so forget about taking the moment with every pleasure place, whether it be even breathing the air. I mean, like, what? Going out onto my patio and in the morning. I've kind of started doing that, looking at the sun. I know that's good for us too, to create certain brain waves. That's another whole conversation. And then like breathing in the morning air, the fresh air, the dew, there's a whole different noticing that, and certain tastes and smells and feelings, and putting lotion on. Just every chance that we can bring pleasure to ourselves will equal gratitude. That pause moment is a grateful moment. And oh my God, it's so simple that it's there for us all the time. It doesn't have to be a hike with this or going to the sunset, which is where often in our busy world, that's where we go, or the vacation, but it can be in the smallest moment. That's what I believe I've really taken on from, as of recent, with the course that we're in. It's been really, really cool to like say, fully embody so many parts of living our lives. And that's what Luba is showing us in all of this, that it's all about love. And yes, there's a lot going on in our worlds and so many systems within our bodies. But just that small moment is also really should not be missed if we know it's there and take that moment. So I'm appreciative that I have those moments. So I take that away very special. Because it's like, if I have those moments anyway, I might as well relish them and embellish them. If there's a down moment or a quieter moment, let's really take it, because in the next moment, it might not be. It's time to buckle up and do what we got to do and solve this and that and put that hat on for whatever we're doing in our lives. But noticing that in between those efforts, those action steps that we must do in our lives, we can really easily have pleasure and peace. So that's been very nice, very enjoyable for me to have been exposed to that. So I appreciate that. I highly recommend the communications course. It's full of all types of surprises and rewards and insights that you wouldn't ever expect. And it's really, in the long run, it's about really being present in your life and embodying all that it has to offer. Communication is absolutely an art to be able to connect with others. And the more knowledge that we have, and Luba in this course definitely breaks it down in a way that you can really see. And there's a world of information of what you can continue to work with and learn. But just in the basics of what I'm saying now, there's enough there basically for you to understand it and work with it and have that awareness of how we can communicate better for a better life for everyone, not just for ourselves, but as far as being an agent of change. And Luba is my angel of change. So you can't go wrong working in any capacity with Luba's work. Magnetic communication. It's just been it's a true privilege working with Luba.
I'm Charlene Green, and I'm an estate plan attorney. Just an opportunity to put it all together. I've done a lot of coaching over the years, and being in a professional space, having my own practice, I have my own law practice. I've always felt that and know that I embody a lot of masculine energy. You kind of need to do that, or felt I needed to be that way in order to be successful. But I've always wanted to be softer, be more feminine, and just kind of show that side of me, but didn't always know how to definitely didn't know how to, didn't even know if it was appropriate in the setting, just had all these questions, just all this doubt. And meeting Luba, one, she embodies everything she teaches. She's strong, she's assertive, she's clear, she communicates well, and yet she leads with her heart. I could tell instantly that she really does care, generally about the topic and about the person that she's working with. And so I was really drawn into that, and I wanted that. I think I wanted that and really wanted to work with her closely. I'm very happy that I did. And so that was a very eye-opening experience. I was able to tackle some challenges that I had, feeling sinking more into my feminine, feeling deserving, um, awakening the empress in me, understanding that I can be all these things. I can be strong, and also I can lead, with that softness on the outside. One of the magnetic woman sayings or quotes that we had on the sheet when we started was to be um, soft on the outside, hard on the inside. And I was like, that's exactly what I would do. I want to be very strong and very firm, especially with my boundaries, and just in knowing who I am, that confidence, that internal confidence, that I want that to be rock solid, but I want to come off very approachable, very soft, very feminine. And that was the kind of dilemma that I was in. I felt often that I projected this kind of strength or this hardness that I felt I had to have in order to be successful, or no, just because that's what I knew. And I wanted though to kind of embody a little bit more softness. So I really took that and put some of the things in practice, and that has really helped me. One of the things I learned that was pivotal in that class was about making your masculine even stronger. So I thought that my masculine was pretty strong, but after going through a course, I realized that it wasn't, because I wasn't being masculine for me. I thought I had to be something I had to project, this strength I had to project, but I really needed to be strong for me. And I had to give myself what I needed. And understanding that really opened up a lot for me, because that was the kind of strength, the internal strength that I needed. And once I embodied that, it was easier to not have to do this kind of fake projecting, if that makes sense. So I absolutely love all that Luba brings to the table there. And with this class, the magnetic communication, I absolutely love it. It just makes so much sense to me. It's just loving the different brains there. The reptilian probably was the hardest, because I um, didn't understand about, the power of silence, the power of presence. It hadn't been exposed to it, but just all, I guess maybe because I took the course before, feeling ready to put all these things into practice. So I'm still working on that. That's probably the weakest setting for me. But the mammalian brain, I just absolutely love it, because this is where I want to be. So projecting this softness, focusing on pleasure, and being um just thinking more into my body, into my body, into my wellness. And I love that. I love focusing on that and leading with the heart. Oh my goodness. I feel like I just have permission to be who I was designed to be. That's what I get from that, which is this person who embodies love, gives it, receives it, understands the universe is built on it, and this is why we're here, to connect, to show love and appreciation for all that the creator's given us. And so I love that. I felt like, yeah, okay, I can do this. The business side of collecting payments, and just feeling like um I'm worthy of the prices I charge. I give tremendous value. It's getting to the place, and I was on that journey before, where it's just like I'm more than deserving of this. I give a lot of attention to my clients. I enjoy what I do. I really do generally care for them, and I don't question whether that comes across anymore. So I have more confidence in putting forth my product to the world and my services in the way I do. And that is I think it's become really clear to me, and it's given me a lot of comfort because I recognize that, AI, artificial intelligence, is on the rise, and I know some of my colleagues are kind of concerned about that. And I'm concerned as well, but I about being replaced, I guess, in some respects. But I also know that, what I do can't be duplicated because it is my connection. And human beings are always going to want to be connected as long as I focus on that. And now I feel I have the tools so that I can embody that more and always make sure that I'm focusing on truly connecting. So I feel a level of confidence that I'm not sure I ever felt before in proceeding, no matter what the future holds. And I'm super, super grateful for that. So the other day, now I have done this before too. This couple came in, wonderful, just couple, and a little bit older. And as they were leaving, the 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 wife, she kind of hung back a little bit, and we were talking, and I felt the inclination to give her a hug. And sometimes I ask, sometimes, I just kind of let them lead, but I just said, "Oh, I'm a hugger." And I went in for it, and she just lit up, and it was just this beautiful moment, which I didn't guess, because it was just the atmosphere was there. And I think maybe before, if I would have lacked that confidence, and I may have second guessed whether I was doing the right thing, being as professional as I needed to be. But I just understand that this is this is me, and this is my level of professionalism, and that folks want that kind of connection, and that's the difference. This is why, they come to me, especially magnetic communication in particular has been helpful in my personal life. I struggle sometimes with my daughter because I know we have different communication styles, and I operate more from the cortex, of course. I'm very analytical. I'm very straightforward when I'm speaking, and that's useful when I'm trying to break something down, complex idea to someone, and get them to understand what it is they need to do to make the best decisions. But oftentimes in my personal life, I seem more like I'm directing, I'm ordering when I'm talking, instead of just understanding and listening and giving space for different family members to convey ideas to me. And especially with my daughter, I sometimes bump heads with her 'cause she has a totally different communication style. But I had the confidence that I would figure it out one day. I was like, I've got to figure out what tools I need. And when we started studying the mammalian brain, I realized, oh, okay, this is how she communicates. And this is totally different for me. This makes perfect sense why we have difficulties sometimes. And having that awareness now, I feel confident that we can navigate anything, because of course I love her more than anything, and I want us to have the absolute best relationship, and we are really, really close. And this little bit of we would just have this friction and tension really bothered me, and I was looking for the tools that I could use to strengthen this area, and I feel that I have it now. And I couldn't be more grateful. I absolutely recommend magnetic communication and either the Magnetic Woman course for anyone that is looking to strengthen their relationship with themselves and understand themselves more, and stepping into who they were created to be, and get the tools that they need to live out their lives in exactly the way that they envision it. So definitely recommend the course.